Welcome back to TPS. The 2019 NFL season is right around the corner. While the New England Patriots try to become the first successful defending champion since 2004, our favorite superstars are looking to take their games to another level. Can Patrick Mahomes win back-to-back MVP awards? Will Aaron Donald win his third straight Defensive Player of the Year award? Who will lead the NFL in all the major categories? We'll find out soon enough as we prepare for the start of the season. Now's a good time to take a look at the King of Kings for every position in the NFL, so let's get started. At TPS, we post videos every single day, so don't forget to click the subscribe button to subscribe. Then click the notification bell to be notified when we post a new video. Offense, quarterback Patrick Mahomes. We previously ranked Mahomes as the best starting quarterback in the NFL heading into 2019. With apologies to Tom Brady and Drew Brees, this is strictly based on how they performed last season and how we think they will do in 2019. Simply put, Mahomes was on another level in his first full year as a starter. Mahomes became just the third person to toss 50 touchdowns in a season. He pulled off the most superhuman plays, some of them never before seen. Mahomes threw for 5,097 yards and ran away with the MVP award. Mahomes probably won't throw 50 TDs again, but that's okay. He'll still throw 40-something and probably lead the Chiefs to another division title. Nobody's replacing Mahomes as the league's best QB anytime soon. Wide receiver Julio Jones. Antonio Brown goes from Ben Roethlisberger to Derek Carr, which basically ends his run as the best wide receiver in the NFL. It was fun while it lasted. Jones led the NFL in receiving yards last season with 1,677. He also had 113 receptions and 8 touchdowns. Entering his age 30 season, Jones hasn't displayed any signs of slowing down, and he's still Matt Ryan's go-to receiver. The likes of Tarik, Michael Thomas, Odell Beckham Jr., and DeAndre Hopkins will really challenge Jones for the receiving yards crown in 2019. But until proven otherwise, Jones is the game's most dynamic and dangerous wideout. Running back Saquon Barkley. The reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year had one of the most dominant running back seasons ever. Despite playing behind a horrendous New York Giants O-line, Barkley compiled 1,307 rushing yards and 11 touchdowns. He was just as dangerous in the passing game, notching 91 receptions for 721 yards and 4 touchdowns. Only Todd Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott can be placed in the same class as Barkley, but the LA Rams star is dealing with knee problems, and the Rams are reportedly planning to reduce his workload. Elliott's holdout could affect his production. Plus, the Cowboys will throw the ball a lot more with Amari Cooper in the fold for a full year. Expect Barkley to win the rushing title as he continues to take the NFL by storm, even on a miserable Giants team. Fullback Kyle Juszczyk. The fullback position is a dying breed in the NFL, but Kyle Juszczyk remains an effective weapon for Kyle Shanahan and the San Fran 49ers. Juszczyk is coming off his third straight Pro Bowl selection. He only had 8 carries for 30 yards last season, but Juszczyk did some damage in the pass-catching department. He recorded at least 30 receptions for the 4th straight year, while surpassing 300 receiving yards for the 3rd time in his career. Hey, those are great numbers for a fullback, okay? Juszczyk pretty much wins this position by default, but he's still an overlooked impact player in the San Fran offense. Tight end George Kittle. With Rob Gronkowski retired, we can now debate the game's best tight end for the first time in almost a decade. With all due respect to Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce, 49ers tight end George Kittle asserted himself as the new #1 player at the position last season. Despite having to play all but 2.5 games without QB Jimmy Garoppolo last season, Kittle still set the record for most receiving yards by a tight end in a single season with 1,377. Whether or not Kittle can come close to those numbers, even with a healthy Jimmy G, is anybody's guess. Probably not, but he should easily surpass the 1,000-yard mark again, something tight ends rarely accomplish anymore. There's no way we could put another tight end here given the monstrous season Kittle just had. Expect another special year in 2019. Some of the NFL's top offensive tackles and guards play on both the left and right side. So for convenience sake, we're simply going to choose the 2 best tackles and 2 best guards, regardless of which side they played on in 2018. Offensive tackle Terron Armstead. They say if you never hear the name of an offensive lineman, it means he's doing his job. Such is the case with New Orleans Saints offensive tackle Terron Armstead, one of the league's most underrated superstars. Pro Football Focus ranked Armstead as the NFL's 47th best player of the 2018 season, turning in a grade of 87.4. His 89.3 pass blocking grade from PFF placed Armstead second among players at the position. And on 329 pass blocking snaps, Armstead only surrendered 11 pressures. In case you were wondering, that's kind of ridiculously good. Offensive tackle David Bakhtiari. Few things went right for the Green Bay Packers in 2018, but David turned in yet another dominant performance as a linchpin of the Cheeseheads O-line. The 2018 first-team All-Pro selection was PFF's 39th ranked player from 2018. His 93.6 pass blocking grade was tops in the NFL. Not only that, but he allowed just 25 pressures on 691 pass blocking snaps according to PFF. He'll certainly make life easier for new head coach Matt LaFleur. Center Jason Kelce. Like a fine wine, the heart and soul of the Philadelphia Eagles O-line only seems to get better with age. Kelce is coming off of a second consecutive first-team All-Pro selection, and he'll play a huge part in Philly's hopeful success in 2019. Per PFF, Kelce's 80.6 run blocking grade was tops among NFL centers. Kelce was also second in pass blocking. Only Rodney Hudson of the Oakland Raiders graded better there. There's not much of a debate here. Kelce remains the golden standard of NFL centers. Guard Quenton Nelson. Unbelievable! The Indianapolis Colts had one of the NFL's worst offensive lines of all time in 2017. 1 year later, they allowed just 18 sacks, the fewest in the NFL. No wonder Andrew Luck regained his MVP form. Rookie guard Quenton Nelson was a key reason for the Colts' turnaround. 2018 Pro Bowler was flat-out dominant in his first NFL season. PFF says he endured 730 pass blocking snaps in 2018, yet he only allowed 23 pressures. Did we mention he was a rookie? Just imagine what's in store for his second year. Guard Zack Martin. The Dallas offensive line wasn't its usual dominant self in 2018, due in large part to injuries and absences of key players. But elite guard Zack Martin didn't miss a beat, earning his 5th straight Pro Bowl selection. Martin's 78.6 grade from PFF placed him second among guards. Without Martin, would Zeke have won his second rushing title? The guess here is no. Expect more dominance from Martin as he aims for a 6th straight Pro Bowl selection. Defense. Defensive end J.J. Watt. Like there was a debate on this. Watt missed the vast majority of the 2016-17 seasons due to injuries, but he came back with a force in 2018. The 3-time Defensive Player of the Year recorded 16 sacks, 25 QB hits, and a career-high 7 forced fumbles. Watt helped the flawed Houston Texans team win the AFC South Division title for the 3rd time in 4 years. He's not the NFL's most dominant defensive player right now, but there's no debating he's still the league's top defensive end. Defensive tackle Aaron Donald. Surprise, surprise. Coming off his 2nd straight Defensive Player of the Year award, Aaron Donald continues to get better and better every year. He's coming off a career-best 20.5 sacks, leading the Rams to a Super Bowl 53 appearance. Donald also posted 25 tackles for loss and a whopping 41 QB hits. Not only is Donald the game's best defensive player, but he's probably the most dominant and effective player in the NFL right now, plain and simple. Don't be shocked if he becomes the first defensive player to win the MVP award since Lawrence Taylor did it in 1986. Outside linebacker Khalil Mack. We don't think the Chicago Bears will ever regret trading for Khalil Mack. The 2016 Defensive Player of the Year was an absolute beast during his first season in the Windy City, tallying 12.5 sacks and 6 forced fumbles. Mack anchored the NFL's best scoring defense from last season, leading the Bears to 12 wins and an NFC North Division title. If you don't think Donald is the league's best defensive player, then we know Mack is atop your list. Consider Mack to be Donald's biggest threat for the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2019. Inside linebacker Luke Kuechly. The Carolina Panthers were a colossal disappointment in 2018, but linebacker Luke Kuechly certainly bears zero blame. He turned in another superb campaign last season, posting 6 passes defended, 130 combined tackles, and a pair of sacks. Kuechly earned his 6th straight Pro Bowl selection. He was also PFF's 18th ranked player from 2018 after posting a 90.7 grade. He was credited with 61 defensive stops while leading the league with 12% run stop percentage. Just another dominant year from Kuechly, and nothing's going to change in 2019. He'll continue to anchor that defense, and if Cam Newton can stay healthy, oh boy, the Panthers will be dangerous. Cornerback Patrick Peterson. Stephon Gilmore was ranked as the NFL's best cornerback last season, but we need to see what he does for an encore. We simply cannot put him over Patrick Peterson, who's been perhaps the NFL's most dominant corner since his 2011 rookie season. Peterson earned his 8th straight Pro Bowl selection last season, and he was named a first-team All-Pro for the 4th time. Peterson tallied a spectacular 82.5 grade from PFF in 2018. He's been an elite and consistent lockdown corner throughout his first 8 seasons. That's why he gets a nod here. Strong safety Jamal Adams. We're in the golden era for safeties. While respected veterans like Harrison Smith, Earl Thomas, Tyrann Mathieu, and Devin McCourty continue to perform at high levels, there's a new generation of game-changing safeties that have arrived. This includes Kevin Byard, Derwin James, and Jamal Adams. Ultimately, we have got to give the edge to the New York Jets star. While the Jets have been mired in dysfunction and plenty of losing, Adams has emerged as a leader, continually promising that things will get better over time. Adams earned his first Pro Bowl selection in 2018, recording 12 passes defended, 1 interception, and 3 forced fumbles. He was the ultimate definition of a true lockdown cover safety, and he's only going to get better. Free safety Eddie Jackson. While Khalil Mack earned most of the attention on Chicago's star-studded defense in 2018, second-year safety Eddie Jackson enjoyed a phenomenal breakout year, leading the Bears to their first playoff berth in 8 seasons. Jackson recorded 15 passes defended, 6 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles, and a pair of defensive touchdowns. PFF gave Jackson a jaw-dropping 94.7 coverage grade from last season, tops among defensive players. Can't wait to see what he can do for an encore. Special teams, kicker Justin Tucker. Adam Vinatieri may have the best resume among all NFL kickers, but Justin Tucker of the Baltimore Ravens has been the best at this position for quite some time now. Through the 2018 season, Tucker had a 90.114 field goal percentage, the highest in NFL history. He made 89.7% of his attempts last season, including 9 of 11 from 40 to 49 yards out and 5 of 7 from 50 plus. Tucker didn't miss anything from 20 to 39 yards away either. And through 2018, Tucker had only missed 1 extra point attempt in his career. That came in Week 7 against the New Orleans Saints. Tucker is the ultimate special teams weapon, and there's no reason to believe he won't continue to be the NFL's most reliable and accurate kicker over the long run. Punter Michael Dickson. Yes, punters are athletes, and the Seattle Seahawks will happily tell you how crucial Michael Dickson was to their 2018 success. Dickson made the Pro Bowl in his rookie season, averaging a whopping 48.2 yards per punt. His longest punt last season went for 69 yards. Only Andy Lee averaged more yards per punt last season, and Dickson's 42.5 net punting average placed him 6th. Expect another year of superb punting from Dickson. Kick returner Andre Roberts. Now a member of the Buffalo Bills, veteran wideout Andre Roberts led the NFL with a whopping 1,174 kickoff return yards last season as a member of the New York Jets. Roberts averaged 29.4 yards on his 40 kick returns. Only Darius Jennings of the Tennessee Titans did better with 31.7 yards per kick return. Roberts also had 1 kick return touchdown. You know Bills head coach Sean McDermott will have a lot of fun with this new special teams weapon. Punt returner Tarik Cohen. The speedy and flashy Cohen was a dynamic pass-catching running back for Matt Nagy and the Chicago Bears in 2018, but he did a lot of damage in the special teams department as well. Cohen led the NFL in punt returns with 33 and in punt return yards with 411. He averaged 12.5 yards per return, which placed him 5th in the NFL. Cohen is a sneaky utility weapon on that Bears team. You can expect more highlight reel plays from him in 2019, both on offense and on the special teams. What changes would you make for our list of the best NFL player at every position? Join us in the comments section down below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If it's your first time coming around here to TPS, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.